Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to Darkness over New Orleans. Welcome to your Thursday evening. Thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you here with us. I'm your storyteller, Dylan. I hope that you enjoy the tale we have in front of you this evening. It's going to be a doozy. Where do we begin? Why don't we just go ahead and start off with the introductions? Christian, would you like to start us off, please, sir?
Yeah, sure, bud. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up? That's my brain fart. Oh, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, all over the internets. I'm a TTRPG performer and educator here in the space. And tonight I will be playing Maximilian Washington, Primogen Gangrel, in leader of the coterie. Pronouns are he, him, and so are mine.
All right. Thaddeus.
Good evening, everyone. I am Aubrey Valentine. I will be playing a sassy stallion of a lad who's going to be getting a little bit bad as he locks and cocks and gets ready to rock. This evening, you're in for a real treat.
Coming to you live from 99.4.
Mix at KFMA.
Right, Robin?
Hey everyone, I'm Robin the God. I will be playing Ambrose Windsor tonight as the Mitzi who is masquerading as a Nosferatu. Will his secret come out? Probably. We're gonna do some fighty stuff tonight though. So probably not tonight. Just maybe not die. Why are you smiling and steepling your fingers together? Unsteeple the fingers and stop smiling, Dylan. How about
Here's the steeple.
Open it up and see
How's
all
the
of
rest of that
Ambrose's
go?
people.
Open the
How's the rest of
door.
It's Ambrose's house.
Ambrose's house is full of living people. And my name is Dylan. You can find me across the interwebs. Roll for Dylan. I'm the storyteller and all the NPCs tonight and every night here on Darkness Over New Orleans. This is the only game that I play thus far, but don't you worry, there will be more in the future. Oh, we got a lot to go over tonight. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, theys and thems, let's sink our fangs into this week's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. Blah.
Very welcome.
Let's turn the microphone on. When last we left off, the coterie was getting the final touches on how to prepare the house and the area around it for the oncoming battle with the Mokole. Max's enclave of birds came, the crows, they came and they let them know that there are several large objects moving towards the vicinity using the back waterways that connect to the bayou and the creeks, and they would be here within a matter of a few hours. The entirety of the Ventrue clan had shown up, save for Lady Grulon, who was with her brother in the library, the super secret underground unknown library. Well, it's known, but location's not known.
Gotta back it up to get in there.
That's right. You most certainly do. Um, uh, the Prince Felicity had said that she's going to use a mist image of herself as the bait to lure out the Makole. There's going to be a pincer move. There's going to be Ambrose and Lady Aisha, Angelo and Aubrey are on the sides. Max, where are you coming in from? I don't think that was determined as of yet.
I'm in the center with our dear Prince Felicity.
Her, right? Okay.
Just because they're like, we're not leaving them alone.
No,
I'm
no.
acting as a. Yeah, so.
Definitely don't want to leave the prince alone.
No,
And there
no,
are
no.
snipers at every possible open window in the back of Ambrose's home. Megan, who was the librarian for the Venture Library, brought a topographical map which showed that there is going to be a good amount of a better staging ground about a few miles in, since there are 20 plus acres of Ambrose's property. So if they move further in towards the brush and whatnot, it'd be a better staging area. So we're hoping that that's going to be where it's going to take place. The rest of the gang Grell have arrived, so that's all the people who are there. And then we had a discussion inside of the kitchen where Ambrose asked his coterie if they don't mind, just putting a bunch of their blood together and doing a little sippy. Everyone take a drink and we'll see what happens.
What's Valdery among friends?
I mean, it's 2024. Everybody's doing it.
All the kids are doing it. It's all the rage.
Dance break. Okay, and
That's right.
Stationary dance.
As soon as you guys left the kitchen, Lady Aisha was like, "Hey, knock knock! I've been standing outside the whole time and I heard everything." Kind of just like let the team know that type of shenanigans is not going to go unnoticed, and it's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, we're the bad guys, not the eavesdropping.
No, of course not. Of course not. Not at all. I mean, what are rules to the fore, right? And then we all went back upstairs into the war room after Ambrose almost tiptoed around the point of saying that who he truly was to Lady Aisha. And then we heard the prince say, "All right, very good. We are all set and ready to go. Everyone, let's take our stations." So that's where we left off. And we're going to pick up right from there. Angelo comes right over to the three of you.
Oh.
And he goes, "You guys have a penchant, a really good penchant for, just disappearing at optimal times. So let me tell you what's going to happen. We're definitely using your pincer move. Great idea. They all love it. It's going to happen. I was talking to your bird buddy, Tony.
Good guy.
You know that they have ammunition with them? They've got...
I have learned that they have many a weapon with them. They are an eclectic collection, a collective murder of birds. I'm surprised we have not tried to make friends with them sooner.
I mean, you see one bird, you see them all, right? I figured why bother? But this changes the game, I think.
Yeah, you see one, you see all. I mean, I think we need to start going into the future of making sure we have more animal companions as messengers and lookouts. I mean, it just makes sense. And all they ask for really is he actually asked for compensation. Like, and I'm not talking like bird seed and things like that. I'm talking like actual like money and jewelry.
They want coins. They want money
Like
and
necklace,
jewelry. They want your
like jewelry was the first one that we had talked about like way back when.
interesting. Okay, all right.
It is. They are an interesting group of crows.
Okay, we're gonna have to make this work because from what I heard, they got some heavy artillery with them.
Okay, I'm good with that. I mean, they'll probably be the first ones to tell us when they're coming exactly. I'll ask them to signal when they're coming, just so we know when we're optimally ready.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best avenue in this case, I believe. Yeah, good. Aubrey, you and I are gonna be taking the left flank.
Whichever works for you.
Yeah, so we're gonna start on the left side, and I understand you got your magics. I appreciate you just being aware of my surroundings when you start flinging spells out with your blood sorcery and whatnot you got going on there. Just please be mindful of where I am in location too, wherever you go. Hocus pocus.
I wouldn't worry about you for a moment. Nothing I could do could hurt such a specimen.
See that you wouldn't worry about me. Okay, stop. You're better than this. Come on. All right. Yes.
Max puts his hand on Max puts his hand on Angela's shoulder, and just like gives him like a nice like reassuring.
I didn't even say one thing about the birds bringing in the heavy artillery. I'm the bad guy again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ready to see you do some weird witchcraft shit.
Hey, as long as it works, it works. Freaky or not.
We've seen worse than anything I've ever done. We've been in rooms with people doing worse than anything I'm ever going to do.
This is true.
We'll let's see if we can make it a little bit nastier, just in case it needs to save our lives.
Oh, I've seen Cannon back it up. I can get it pretty nasty.
And of course, it's been a while. Thorn is going to
Also be throwing it back.
no, they're going with Lady Aisha.
Yes,
to
you
the
do.
right
All
be
flank.
right,
taking
I
the
know when
right
my
flank.
welcome's been worn out. Goodbye. I'm going with Lady
Apparently, you
Aisha.
do not.
Oh,
You chose your
just
side.
a moment. No, please stay. No one's leaving just yet. Lady Aisha and Prince Felicity, they are both taking a few moments outside, and they are preparing your backyard. Is the best I can say.
Secret lovers.
What does that mean? Like, I mean, I can't imagine we have. I mean, they're probably gonna do illusion stuff, I guess, right? That's what.
Sure, they've seen all kinds of landscaping. They probably know how to deal with it.
I mean, they've probably have fought in a couple of battles, maybe a few wars. So
I just mean they probably know their way around a hedge or two.
see, I hope this isn't my last laugh because
It doesn't have to be. I can keep going
I mean, maybe later.
all night long if required.
When we're in the battlefield, if you can tell a joke or two.
I'll save the few I have about
maybe
related landscape situations. and
Yeah,
something out
maybe
there.
you can make them laugh and they'll be distracted so we can get the jump on them. It's a good tactic.
Oh, you.
I
I
was-
was supposed to.
No, I'm being serious.
Oh,
Your behavior is a great tactic against others.
I'm hoping I get in a few good shots.
I hope you get in a few good shots too, bud.
Okay, so you guys need anything? Just go talk with Charlie. He'll hopefully hook you up. I know you.
What's Charlie gonna be? Which is Charlie gonna be with the Prince?
Charlie is running. He's a runner, so he's gonna be dropping off ammunition to whoever might need it at any time. He's gonna be running back and forth. That trench coat of his, He's a walking tank.
A
I would just want to
warehouse.
see that big
Hit him
man
with a
move. Just seeing it, I would be interested.
Yeah, just seeing him move. I'm very interested to see that. That's
I was
very-
thinking maybe we could all be on the running squad, like us three running anywhere else.
Is Charlie?
It's been out
is he-
Chahi.
Could he move as fast as Lady Aisha?
She's insanely fast.
Is there anyone to protect him?
Oh,
He's
I'm
our
not-
walking
got
armor.
his-
If he falls, we need.
I mean, you just said it. He's a walking armor.
You want to be his body man? Is that what you're saying?
So, hey, Charlie, come here for a second, buddy.
Okay.
And the giant man just starts lumbering over.
I could be like that if I wanted to.
A couple workouts here.
All right, what do you need? And he just opens up. And you see everything just like laying, just like not laying, but like hanging on like tiny hooks and whatnot. And Angela goes, "They'll take what they need, but our good friend Thorn here, who's going to be with Lady Aisha, he's concerned. What happens when you get caught?" When I get caught? He's looking right
When
at
you get
Thorn.
hit. Yes. You're not indestructible, no matter how many guns you have on you.
Anabolic steroids don't make you bulletproof.
And he steps out of his trench coat and just closes it up, and he takes
Oh.
the hood
Oh.
of the other duster and just puts it over. And as you see him put it over, you hear clunk. Push it over.
He's just carrying that around. That's
Push it open?
I thought it was protein
What?
shakes.
Push it over.
All right. Fine with me. We can find some running start. Wait a minute.
Just imagine.
Run into
Wait
his
a
Just
arms.
minute.
imagine. Collapse.
He's
All
up for the
right. Move the fuck out of my way. Move out of my way.
I don't honestly, darling. Before we get started, you're gonna break something.
night. Can
You
you
might
And I'm
break
not
several
worried about
things.
him. Literally at all.
a strength athletics.
Oh, strength athletics. Oh, I don't.
I love that. I love this.
Oh,
So I don't,
strength.
if you don't have any points in any of those things, do you not roll any dice? Or
I give you one.
Just stop.
Man.
Just boom.
Man,
collapse.
hold on real
Let me
quick.
see what
Hold
mine
on,
are.
Let me just.
It's like
I've got
watching a
one-
bird hit
I've got
a glass
the one
window.
in strength. I've got the one,
Mm-hmm.
and the one in athletics.
Right.
It could be two crits.
Wait a minute. I got 1, 2, 3,
How
4,
my odds
5.
looking?
I got. No, I forgot. I put like when I bought my. Okay, cool. Because when I bought my I put like 5 in strength. Woo! Okay, wait a minute.
Damn.
And how much athletics?
Yeah.
I don't have athletics.
I don't have none of those.
That's fine.
Just bulk. It's
Okay.
just bulk. They don't actually
Just
use
5.
I'm just standing next to the other two adults in the room, being like, "This is gonna." You have to, you like whispering over
I
to
got
Charlie. Charlie, you
3
didn't
successes.
have to do this to
Yeah,
them.
that's-
That's not
that
fair.
was-
So
expecting,
is the
actually.
heavy artillery they just eat a lot of bird seed? They just really No, go on.
I mean, see if you can lift. I'm curious to see how far this is just mean at this point. But I'm curious to see
So-
how you both fare.
Ambrose, are you trying to push it over? or
Both.
you're
I'm
just
not
trying
getting
to-
wrangled into this. That is solid.
Quarter bit and try to just like run and like clothes hanger it.
Oh man. Okay. So
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I know what you're saying.
Okay. So, all right.
Oh God, does that land on you and then land? Like, does it like you land on it and then it lands
It's
on
just
you?
gonna
That's
fall over,
Nope, so you're trying
breaking
to
every
clothesline
bone in their
You're trying
bird-like
to-
body.
You're trying to clothesline it as you
Mhm.
run,
Listen, Amber's never been an athlete. Uh-huh.
and he
I-
never will be after this. So he goes running at it. Which hand are you using? Your left or your right hand? Your dominant hand or your
right.
Oh man.
You're
Right
dominant.
before
questions
battle.
we have to ask.
Oh
before
man.
battle.
Always
Okay,
walk
you know
away.
what? Fuck it. It's oh hi. Sorry.
Skull
Sorry.
fracture.
It's all good.
Autism hugs. Okay.
Oh,
Well, he would do it with his dominant hand. Why wouldn't he?
Sure. So you go for the clothesline to go knock it over, and you put all your full gusto and you put everything into this movement. Your your body keeps going, but the arm stays where it connected with this, and you fall backward as your arm dislocates from the socket.
Like ripped off or just
No,
like
dislocates. Just dislocation. There's
Just okay. So we just see like
Kind of
wow.
turned a funny way.
and then he just falls
Oh,
on his back.
oh
Oh.
darling.
oh,
That's hardly the worst thing we've seen happen to an arm though, right?
holy shit!
You,
All right, no, it's fine.
all right.
You have restored my fucking faith in all of this, and he just
Do I see how smug
Grabs
both
his-
Angelo and and Charlie are in this moment?
They're not smug at all. They're just,
Oh,
okay. He asked, he learned.
insight check to see if they're secret smug.
I want a secret smug roll.
I want a secret
Go
smug.
for it. Sure, why not?
while
What is
He's
that
on his
even?
back,
What is that
trying
even?
to like right his arm in the direction like
Just
it's supposed to
writhing
go.
like
He's trying to flip it.
Wits insight.
What's insight?
Yeah.
Oh look, you have two left arms now. Your thumb is facing the wrong way.
It's two left arms.
Maybe
Okay.
that'll give you an advantage.
Shut up! Oh my
website.
god!
Hey,
Website,
at least
please work.
you're not all right.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Why won't the website load my shit? It won't load it.
While you're doing this, we're just gonna have Andrew's gonna come
Yes.
over to Ambrose and just gonna push the arm straight back in, just shunk.
Gross.
Thank you so much. Oh.
You're
Oh,
gonna need that.
that was awful and thrilling. Do you want to go on a date? And he's looking at Charlie with all of his Nosferatu disgustingness. Are you sure?
Oh, you're talking to Charlie. Charlie just goes, "Yeah, no, that's a hard no for me, man.
Your loss. It's your loss.
Oh no,
You say no, but that's just flirting with him further.
Oh no.
One
Three successes for my secret insight check.
you just see the tiniest hint of a cocked smile from his cheek. That's
good.
about it. From Charlie, not from Angelo.
Gotcha. I'm gonna just pick up Charlie's coat
I'll be
and
back
give
in
it back to
just
him.
1 second.
Just
Give
like
me a
lift it.
strength athletics.
You know I can, baby. You know I can do that. Strength and athletics, he says. Flip athletics. There we go. And roll, baby. That's 6 successes.
All right.
Yes.
You lift it up
Mm.
about 4 inches off the ground, and then you just
Ooh.
and you just like.
Do you need
shimmy
help
over
with
to
that?
him.
See, it's like, I'm
I
not even trying to hide that I'm struggling with it. I'm
I
like
could
fully
easily just get that over to him if you need
I'm
help.
gonna-
Oh, but no, it looks like you have it actually. And
I'm
over
so
here,
tempted to throw this on you.
stepping,
I'm
like,
so
farther
tempted to
and
throw this
farther
on you.
away. I'm across the room and it's you're right there.
Here you go, sir.
If you can dodge a jacket, you can dodge a ball.
If I could throw this at you, I would, but it's like taking a lot of my concentration to not drop this thing.
Charlie
Out of
reaches
pride.
and he pulls the hood back, opens up, and just slides in.
God damn, man.
2-arm.
We gotta talk after this. Like
What is it made out of? Do you think?
I can't wait to see your skills in fighting because I might want to recruit you for my gym. I don't. Oh God damn man.
You ask what that's made out of, and he just goes. He slightly opens up just a little. He goes, reinforced steel all the way around.
Oh, so not a thread of boyfriend material in it. Okay. Well then. No boyfriend
I don't know
material
what
in it.
that means, but okay.
Put me inside and it will be.
Oh,
My God.
To
Good that we're
answer
gonna-
your question, pointing at Thorn.
Yes.
If I am grabbed and something gets a hold of me where I cannot get out, and he shows you the inside of his sleeve, and you see a red button there.
oh!
What
I
is-
bet
what-
you that doesn't take nearly as much pressure to push.
What's the button do? If I may ask from curiosity.
Let's see you later, Charlie.
Oh,
I've been known to be quite the button pusher.
don't push that button. They're looking at
That's
offer.
Well,
Hopefully, we
take
don't
them
have
with
to
you, John.
resort to that.
This
That's
would be a shame.
it would be. It would be
Oh, I
an
would-
absolute shame.
Lose minutes of sleep
Wow, that's longer than I thought you'd say.
being polite.
I know, but hopefully, like looking at Charlie, hopefully it doesn't take that. Hopefully, we can. If something big enough to take you down does take you down, and you have that button, I mean, like you said, last resort. But hopefully, nothing's out there that is that strong. Speaking from experience, and I didn't really have a exit strategy like that, but we can take them.
So I heard.
We have
I am impressed.
So we have the numbers. Thank you, sir. But hopefully, I mean, with how I don't know how these ones will fight, but
I mean, as tough as he is, he could probably take two.
I'm not gonna take two. I barely
Oh.
took one.
I meant him.
Oh, you meant him? I mean, probably.
We could probably just relax inside, really.
But not because we have to
We
handle
get-
the other ones.
There's so many people already.
Not enough.
Do you not want to get in the way?
I would want to get in the way so I can help.
You're such a good man.
Thank you.
Do you guys?
I'm
need
going to
anything?
go-
And he just opens up his jacket again.
Do you
And
have
he
any
just-
more
he
boom
just
buttons?
Shows. Do I
You
have
wanna-
any blue
you-
buttons?
No, but he's
Boom
asking, do you have any more explosives?
No, I
We've
do not carry.
we've made friends with so many of these pigeons. It would just be really good if they had a backup strategy. If they-
I'm not gonna let you kill the birds.
This is turning into an awful evening.
We don't need anything else, Charlie. Thank you for proving many points. I can't wait to see you fight.
Beg your pardon. Do you have a hand scythe? Maybe two.
Scythes? No, I got guns.
I mean, yeah.
I'm all about
you,
the
didn't,
the,
you,
the
I
bang
need-
bang, not the slice.
didn't you take like several daggers?
He
Wait a
probably has
minute, and he just,
howitzer in
like-
there.
I do.
You took
I
several
do. I
daggers from the
actually
room.
do.
They
Yeah,
never miss the
I was-
opportunity to get more sharpie pointy things.
fair enough, but still, like, leave some for the rest of them.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like I could
Ambrose
carry
would
all the
have
guns he had,
V
I would
for
never
Vendetta knives.
Yes,
Where they're like on the chest piece, he just like pulls them out.
yes, I think so too.
Alarms. He also has the gun from Felicity
yes,
and an
yes.
extra one on his ankle.
yes,
I'm rocking a couple of Felicity pistols and my pistols.
yeah, and we all have the ammo, the silver bullet ammo that we forgot we had in the first instance. But yeah,
Hello,
Ambrose
darling.
still has feral claws that he sculpted himself.
Mhm.
They're nice and long and needle-like.
Mm.
He looks very Hellraiser right now with those pinchers.
lovely. So I think with all that said and done, I think we are good, Charlie. I cannot wait to see you on the battlefield. Having my back, I feel very much safer with you having my back, and everyone's backs here. So thank you.
So we'll just
Hydration.
not enough then.
Yes.
Just glad you feel
And
safe
Charlie
with
then
him
just goes,
watching
"As
your
well."
back.
I guess you could call it a group hug. I've got everybody.
Yeah. Hey,
Yo, a group hug now.
I mean, look at the man. that is a hug of a man if I ever saw
I
one.
don't even want to.
You're a liar, and you know it.
That's not the point. We'll worry about this when we get through.
Yes.
Charlie
evening.
comes to your side and he puts his baseball mitt of a hand on your back and goes, "You may be strange, but you're okay." He just smacks you hard and just starts.
Don't fall in
Well,
love with that man.
walk
Don't fall
away.
in love.
You can only get so erect. Let's get to it.
Yeah, I mean, just gotta wait. Now it's a waiting game. I'm
all cocked now.
I'm gonna talk to Tony and explain what we're gonna do, and if they want to get in position somewhere, to advance their attack. I didn't know if they were going to attack.
Position, I barely know him. Positions, like I'm thinking about where I want to be.
I'm
He's
sure
obviously
you are.
top.
I'm gonna go talk to the birds.
Top. Aubrey, be real.
All right, so you head on over and you see that Tony is sitting on one of the windowsills that are slightly open.
Mhm.
He just goes, "What's up?"
What's up? I'm gonna like lean on the railing of the windowsill. So I hear you have artillery.
Yeah.
Like what are we talking here?
Well, we got a handful of grenades. We learned how to do that pretty quickly. It took a couple of tries, but we figured it out.
You impress me more and more every day.
They have
You
the
would
boom
not
button.
be surprised at how much really dangerous things people try to throw away.
I'm grenades was not on that list for me. I will admit, grenades was.
We
not
have
on
to
that
have the
list.
murder weapons. We use grenades, Tony.
Throw the crate of grenades away
Get rid of them.
I'm telling
individually.
you go to any abandoned site, you'll find something that should not be there. Something nobody should
Hey.
find. There's stuff
Hey.
everywhere. And
I won't
Lock
tell.
Safe and he just fucking.
Hey, so air support, I appreciate that. I suppose you are also on early surveillance duty just to warn us when they are on the horizon. I mean, you've
we've
already
got
told
a
us when they're coming.
5 mile radius. I got my boys out
5?
there for you.
5 miles, goddamn!
Yeah.
What?
Impressive. I really
This
don't
isn't our
understand
first
why.
rodeo.
I can tell. I'm every time you say something, I'm more and more impressed, and I am surprised we haven't tried to reach out to you earlier. In this endeavor.
Oh, we've been watching you guys. I mean,
Oh.
you kind of stand out at nighttime. I mean, it's obvious to us, of course, because we observe everything. But you know, humans
stand
are
out all the
fucking
time.
stupid. What do you?
Yeah. I recently just learned how to talk to y'all. Like this was like a month ago thing for
Yeah,
me.
I can tell by your
But
dialect.
I'm working on
You're
it.
getting
I
You're getting it.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dialect.
He's helping the slow kid.
I love it so much. But I just want to say that thank you again, and then you will be compensated properly. I promise. That
Oh,
is
I
my
know.
promise to you. Yes, I am not going to let you down in that regard.
I appreciate that. I'll help you with your Duolingo skills if you need it.
I appreciate that.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god, Duolingo has a bird on it.
of course it does. Of course, why wouldn't it? I am trying to. I do
good.
realize that animals are a big part of this community as well, and I want to make sure your voices are heard just as loud as ours are. That is my mission.
Very interesting.
That is why I fostered this friendship in the first place. Not just to be business partners, but allies and friends.
Wow, Max, you just hit a note for me. That's very interesting. I appreciate that. I will let my family know this information. And if you hold your word true, I got a little something for you then.
Oh, I look
And
forward to
your
it.
friends, if they make it through this.
Yes. Yeah. I do apologize for my friends' ignorance.
You know
They're
what
just
I've
not a bird
realized through
person.
my years? You can try to apologize for other people, but it doesn't do justice for that person.
Fair enough.
Let them
Makes sense.
live their life.
Fair enough.
They will make amends if they need to, or they come to terms with it. Everyone walks their own life.
God damn it, I don't deserve Tony's forgiveness. I'm the bad guy in the scenario.
Very wise
I have
words.
shittier morality than a pigeon.
Very wise words, sir.
A pigeon mafia member, by the way. Not a good person.
Crow
And
Mafia.
I'm still worse than him.
Yes, Crow
That
Mafia
sucks.
with grenades that
That shitty
raid
Crow
military
myself.
bases, abandoned ones. I'm guessing. Hey, if we all do get through this, and I'm still alive, and we after payment, if you have any problems at all with other animals or birds or humans, I will make sure that they are handled with accordingly. Again, I promise.
Very good. We will we'll see you on the field of battle. Just
Yes, sir.
try and keep a, you know, wary eye above as well.
Yeah, now that you told me what you got, I'm gonna be looking up a lot more. Thank you.
We're still trying to figure out how timing works with these things, and drop
That-
rates. There's a whole science behind these things that we're just slowly learning.
Hey, again, if we get out of this both alive, I will help you research that because that is important.
You just
Very
coming with
important.
one gift after another tonight. I see.
Of course, but I'm a friend. That's what I do. I'm gonna like tap the windowsill, and then I'm gonna immediately tell Angelo what they have packing, so he can tell everybody else that grenades will be raining down from the sky at random, because that's important information for us to know as a collective.
Angelo was walking alongside you until you said that he just stops in his tracks. You're gonna have to repeat that for me because my old kindred mind. I heard you say
They have different eggs aboard. Okay, and these are worse than rotten.
so.
Big
They're
time.
playing Angry Birds for real.
That seems to be the case, sir. Yes.
Okay. Attention, everybody! The fucking birds got bombs. Just be aware.
My
The
dreams are
birds that
coming
are
true.
fighting with us have grenades. I don't make this shit up. That's what that bird over there just said. They have grenades. So be on the lookout, not just for Macaulay, but for death from above. What a fucking night this is turning out to be.
You said it.
They don't call them murder of crows for no reason. So.
No reason. Is correct. And I'm back with the other two and sitting down.
So, you making a lot of friends?
Trying to.
Having a good night?
Trying to. Might be my last. So
Yeah, it's
Turn into not crows. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. You just told me that bombs were going to fall from the sky from these birds.
Well,
Like, can any of them transform?
I think they are. I'm gonna put this in quotation marks. Normal crows. They are normal murder. I don't think they are hyper intelligent.
so we're gonna pretend like this is the weirdest thing we've heard.
No, it's
I
just
think at this point we
it-
could pretty
it's
much
on the-
gloss over things like this. Like,
It's on the list. It's just a normal occurrence now in my life. Ever since you two came to town.
I'm almost more accepting of bomb birds than I would be like saber birds.
I mean, we don't know what's out there. I mean, we all saw the shark, the shark the were shark in the bayou. We all
It's just
saw
a
it.
question of weight ratio.
One
mean,
time I asked
Like, how would
for
would
grenades.
it be two crows together, gripping it by the husk?
I mean, I don't know the logistics of it. I mean,
That's just
probably.
important when you assume if they're African or European crows.
Yes. I mean, these seem to be like full blown American, like New York crows. I don't know. And yes, you asked for grenade. I mean, these aren't our grenades. These are their grenades, Thorn. These are from them. They're from their supply.
Right.
That they
I have grenades.
you have grenades?
You have grenades?
Can I?
Oh no. It's best left with the professionals, the birds.
Yeah.
Probably
You say that as a joke.
seasoned consummate generals.
You say that
I
as
don't. I've just kind of accepted
No,
it.
well, I'm saying you say that, but they have literally said to me that they are trained in using them.
The
They
bird
watched
told
the
you they were
feed.
trained at using grenades?
Yes, you don't
you
believe
didn't-
them after all this.
I
After all, you just said it. You just said it. After all this, you don't believe them. You don't
just-
believe me.
But we
I'm
We've
more angry
seen
at myself
ghosts,
for
we've
asking
seen-
follow-up questions. I should just accept things. Like, why am I the bad guy for clarifying that we are just the birds are well trained with grenades?
Hey, man,
Birds
animals
work
are,
for the bourgeoisie.
they know technically they work for us. Hey,
Do they work for us? What are we paying them in?
I mean, I have offered them several benefits after the fact if we all live, and just general friendship. I mean,
I think they'll be fine. They're
hey,
not standing on the ground where the grenades are falling.
well, no, but they have lost a few members to those grenades. But
And cats probably.
and cats probably. But I have I realized something. I realized that it's not just people and vampires that exist in Nolans. Right?
No, there's a whole bunch of nasty species out there.
I wouldn't have called them nasty, but yeah, there's dogs and cats and
Ichor,
birds,
nasty.
rats.
I was talking about the macaulay, but
Yeah, too. But I'm
I
saying,
didn't. Now I feel like the asshole because you're talking about protecting your community, and your community
Yes.
extends beyond speciesism, and that you think that it's important to
Yes.
protect the wildlife and their
Yes.
sanctuary and provide a livelihood for the people within your city.
Yes.
And you're just so damn good, it's irritating.
I have been told that. Correct.
I'm struggling with appreciating the birds of people, and
Hey,
you've already
They've already given us
decided.
many advantages in this battle. They've told us timeline. They've given us backup. They've given us information about several things.
I just accepted that you were a better person than me, but now you're doing this for the fucking puppies. just feels like a lot right now. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm making sure that everybody is accounted for.
I just
not
need us to focus on a little bit
us.
more on me and what I'm dealing with. I'm spending every moment thinking about running away, and I just feel like so much worse knowing that puppies' lives are on the line.
Wow.
I'm gonna move my hand up, and tussle your hair.
Would I really be such a bad person if we just got out of here?
I mean, when you say get out of here, what
Likes
do you mean?
this place.
I mean, if you want to stay
I mean,
back, you can stay back. But the problem is gonna keep coming into Nolans.
If we go down together. Just like the first time we met.
Here for you, Max.
Yes, and I appreciate that from both of you. If we do go down, poetically, I hope it is together. But let's try to avoid that fate, end quote, in future as best as possible. What's up?
I've never. I feel as though I'm at a disadvantage here. You too. And he just turns behind him to make sure nobody's fucking listening this time. And turns back around.
Somersault's just rude.
You can use your natural gifts, yes? I just feel at a disadvantage. Compared to you two, if you know what I mean.
Do you know what you mean?
Some
That's why
men are just born like this.
If there is trouble and you feel like you are losing the advantage, losing your position, it is okay to fall back and regain yourself.
Regaining could give myself could draw that sort of attention.
Well, even afterwards, it's my understanding that there's likely you're not walking away from that either. So, maybe you just do what it takes to stay standing.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's no one stronger, more capable than Max. You are like a knife that just cuts through Aubrey.
Sticks
But
and
it
stones, love.
hurts. Next date night.
Well,
Robin, while you're saying this, I'm sorry. Can you please give me a wits and awareness?
if there's anything
Nope.
left of me, make sure you scoop it up.
Scoop it up.
Oh, I'll pocket it, don't you worry.
Those
Just my
pocket
good
peepers are
ones.
mine.
Aubrey, look at it. We've won. Just holding it high.
You gotta look at the collection of it all.
Out of 8, 5 successes.
Okay. As you're talking to Aubrey and you're saying these things, and they're continuing on the conversation, you see something is off a little bit with his ear. And upon just like looking a little closer, you see that there is a second ear behind the lobe.
What the fuck?
And then it just
Don't do
goes
that!
back into
Don't.
the skin.
Don't do that! No!
I already didn't want to be here.
You tell him.
Aubrey,
this.
you are not aware of this at all. You don't feel it
That's-
happening on you.
I was gonna say. Oh no!
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
metagame
god!
this, but don't tell me.
So, so I see an ear
I don't
behind
need this
his head,
information.
and it just sinks back into his
So you see,
body.
you see the ear, and right
Yeah.
behind it you see
Oh,
another
fuck.
little
Like a
ear,
shadow of an ear.
Yep.
Like a,
and then it just goes.
Yep.
oh my god, that's awful! Dylan, what,
Oh,
Dylan, what are you
Dylan.
doing? That's awful! I hate that!
Dylan.
Yes.
Oh.
What are we
Okay.
doing here?
No.
I hate
Ambrose
that.
doesn't know. Okay. Aubrey. And he grabs your shoulder and pulls you over and is inspecting the hollow of your ear and
I'm now,
sliding his
but-
fingers up and down.
Everybody's watching, you know. Really?
Yeah, everybody-
Okay, well, I
What-
guess we can.
Aubrey,
Oh, so now you don't want to? How dare you?
there-
I just got Charlie
was-
to go away. I named them.
and he pulls you really close and just puts his mouth to your ear as he's just like whispering. I think there's something quite wrong with you.
That's
There was something inside
not
of
as
your head.
romantic as you think it is. Yes, we're both broken, but you don't just come out and tell somebody that, darling.
You
My
know what?
broken parts fit your
I'll
broken
tell.
parts. Yes.
Oh, forget it. We will talk after this is over. If we are still alive. Maximilian. Max, did you see what I just saw?
I don't. Did I? 'Cause you didn't give me that check.
I didn't give it to you because it was Ambrose talking directly at Aubrey.
Mhm.
If you would like to, you can give me
I
wisdom
mean,
awareness.
I mean, you know what? For funsies, I won't.
Okay,
I won't roll.
very good.
What's up?
See that? With all behind his the little
No, what you gotta use? Come whisper, and I won't interrupt you. What is what?
Sure, I'm not in the room.
I think we can talk about this afterwards. I don't want anyone else eavesdropping. And if you are still eavesdropping, please do not. I do not. And he's just like looking around himself and patting his own head. He grabs Max's head and just kind of like feels around
Max,
the back of his head.
I think they're losing it.
The fucker. Swear to God if you'll listen.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just thought I saw something.
Darling, last time you put the pieces back together, did you put them all back in the right spot?
To your mother? No, I didn't. Not the insides, by the way.
Low blow.
The outsides, I did.
You walked right into that one.
Charlie is officially gone.
You called it. You calling it Charlie? You just met the man.
That was for him.
Oh wow, that's some stamina. Goddamn.
You have no idea.
At this
That-
point,
that-
But
Lady Aisha
Hmm.
walks over and taps Thorn on the shoulder. You seem a bit on edge. Is everything all right? You're muted, Robin.
God damn it, Aisha, leave us alone. Aisha, leave us alone. We're trying to have a nice time before we have to maybe not die. Or maybe die. Who knows at this point?
As a musician, normally I abhor silence. It is a canvas I desire more than anything to paint on.
Oh.
But in this moment, with her here, I desperately want it back.
Just give me a sec.
There you go. There you go.
Wait. Keep talking? Nope.
After you touched the wires in the back, it came on. So there's got to be a connection there.
Okay. Can you
There
hear
you
me
go.
now?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
good?
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful.
Twiddle my
That's probably
wires.
the connection issue.
Aha.
Lady Aisha, it was always so good to see you. Don't mind me. We are ready. I'm ready. I have your back.
Right. Well, that's what I was
Hands
trying
on
to talk to you
hips.
about. Arms
Hands on-
akimbo. Listen, Thorn, I just want to let you know that I will be everywhere once we make our first attack. Once that first pincer move goes, I am everywhere. The battlefield is my playground. I don't intend on stopping.
Gross.
I don't intend on going lightly. I don't intend on leaving anyone that is an oppressor to us alive on that field. When I disappear from your side, I need you to stay focused. We all need you to stay focused. We need you to keep your wits about you. And as I gloss my eyes over the entirety of this crowd, I see you are freaking out at your friends' heads. Is everything all right?
Well, she just said playground, not going lightly, and leaving none alive in the same sentence, and that's not weird for anyone here. Also muted.
Sorry,
Good,
Robin.
nothing.
You're cutting
Nothing,
out, my
Robin.
friend. You are not... Can't hear you.
All right. Well,
There you go.
And then we
Don't
can.
move. Freeze. Don't move. Try talking now.
I'm not moving.
There you go.
All right.
Don't touch it.
I love the shape of their heads, and it would be a shame if something were to happen to it, and I love them very much. And that's all.
I mean, we are the last of their allies closest. I mean, they did lose their entire clan, Lady Aisha. At the hands of these Makole.
Mm-hmm.
So they are very skittish at the moment. They don't want to lose us too. And that makes sense. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course.
I feel like it makes me more dangerous.
That is true.
It does make you a bit more dangerous, yes. It also makes you a danger to us. If you're not focused, you can slip up. I'm just asking you, Thorn, to please give it your all. Keep your head in the game. Do your best. We need you out there.
Well, I will do all in my power to make sure that my coterie, you, and the others of the Camarilla are safe.
Very good. Now, if you don't mind, the three of you, I must finish preparing the yard.
Yes.
I'm sure you have been warned about the aviary support we are getting. So.
Oh, yes.
It's just,
Death
I mean,
above.
you said, yes. I mean, you said you are aware of the entire battlefield. And I just wanted to, like, above is the battlefield
There
too.
is now a third layer to it. Yes, I appreciate you looking out.
Layers.
Maximilian.
Of course.
Yes. Dimensions.
Yeah, of course. I mean, north, south, east, west exists up there too.
All of that. 3D battlefield. And
Yeah.
in the terms of the landscaping, are you more of like a lot of wild brush gives us more cover, or freshly barren, easy to see, get to where you're going?
Hmm. That's actually a good question.
Each battlefield has its own unique attributes. A new design, new terrain. They each impose upon every new warrior that sets foot upon it different challenges. If you are used to and only go for one thing, how can you be versatile when needed elsewhere?
Oh yeah, so you're more of like a lots of different battlefields. Experience it all.
Of course.
I'm curious. Have you ever fought in the bayou before?
A bayou, yes.
Hmm.
We call them swamps. Back where we come
Right.
from.
Right.
There
I
are.
bet you've battled across all kinds of terrains.
I mean, that's
Indeed,
I
I
mean, that's
have.
impressive. Very impressive.
Having to hunt down people across the world, the masquerade breachers, we have many, many different terrains that we have to do battle upon. Anyway,
And you don't have a favorite. What would your chosen battlefield look like?
Yeah. I'm actually curious about that too.
my chosen battlefield. Home.
That makes sense. Most advantages, most to fight for. I get it.
The landscape you're used to.
No. You misunderstand.
Oh,
When I say home, I don't mean a place where I reside. Home meaning where I feel most comfortable. Home meaning where I know that I am defending for a good cause. Home meaning there are people that I love and I care for. Home meaning that this place is worth salvaging.
What do you think of New Orleans?
New Orleans has become a bit of respite, we'll say, from my normal attendances recently. It is not yet home, but the people are making it feel that way. This coterie included.
and the prince, you and them get on?
We are very close friends. We've
That's very
spanned the
good.
time for at least 100+ years, so
Wow.
we know of each other.
Well,
Have you ever sampled the
why-
battlefield together?
that is
No,
yeah. Have
this
you
will
ever
be a
fought?
first.
Oh wow, really?
Wow, you know.
Wow.
Nothing like the first time.
Yeah.
Then why
Aubrey.
go all over the world? Why can't you?
I'm not sure if you are speaking in double meanings or if you're just going straight for the nail on the head with what you're saying. So please,
Absolutely am not.
which one?
There's nothing like knowing somebody when their back's up against the wall. I imagine you know most of the people that you've taken better than the people around them. Because we are without lies, without hidden agendas, without double meanings when our back is against the wall. You get to see people bare. And I imagine you have known a great number of people this way. I think it's interesting, and it's something I simply wanted to know more about before I potentially faced the end, as I am always one who lives with a little bit of a shell around myself.
In terms of potentially facing the end, I have come close to death's final door on many occasions. What helps me when I know that that time may be coming sooner than anticipated or hoped for. It's just another adventure. We don't know what the veil truly holds. If you speak to the Hakata, they are lovers of death. They try to pierce that veil on every evening. They've seen past what we can only dream about. And with conversations with a few of them, there might just be more than what we see here.
I hope that doesn't mean you're ready to face the end.
You must always be ready to face the end. If you're not ready for it, you're not going to give your all when the time comes.
Darling, I'm a musician. I'm always ready for an encore. I hate the sound of an ending.
Then beat those drums of war tonight, Aubrey. Rally your friends behind your music. As I said, I must prepare the yard. I will see you all shortly. And she turns and just heads out.
Waiting for her to leave, I look at my courtier and be like, there's no chance that she was talking about vaginas, was there?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, Aubrey.
No.
No.
I knew that was the entire back of that conversation. I knew that entire time. And
I don't know. I think that she did it better than I did.
I mean, both of you curted around several topics. With
I was
flowery
talking about the
language.
battlefield. And just for a minute there, I was like, is she talking about the battlefield?
I'm sure that's what. I'm sure that's what.
Can't I be curious about war?
You can be curious about several things, but maybe be careful about the curiosities around several people.
If her and the prince are not getting it on, I'm disappointed.
I honestly, I agree, but let's not discuss that here now.
I just mean there are hotel rooms that could be destroyed. And
they're-
we're thankful for it.
I'm sure they destroyed several hotel rooms in the century they've been friends.
I mean, I guarantee you the chair and mirror they missed from breaking were mad that they weren't involved.
Mm.
Do you think she meant... Do you think she was talking to me in specific when she said, give it your all?
No. Absolutely not.
He was hoping
Didn't even know you were here.
if we are now on the hairiest of hair triggers when it comes to her.
So you do think it's a little bit of a messy backyard?
I am not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I just need to know that when push comes to shove,
Oh,
if
God.
I should... I wish you would just shut
If
up
your
a
life-
moment.
Look at me.
It's not my fault.
If you think this
I'm
is a
looking at
this,
you.
this is a judgment call on your end. If you think
I
your life is in the most imminent dangers and you have the opportunity to take advantage, take advantage.
Absolutely. That is the advice he'd give you.
This is gonna
I
be
know-
a bad. This is gonna be a bad time for all of us.
I don't know if, like, Scythe Hand is different than horrid things happening to my body and having
What our
that on
beloved
display. I
Fearless
don't.
leader would never tell you because he is more concerned about your safety than his own. If you even for a moment revealed the truth of yourself, the danger you would put him in, and thus all of us, and thus everyone he loves, would be insurmountable.
That's not what I.
That's what
my,
Thank
I'm
you,
saying.
Aubrey. Actually,
that's-
this is great. This is perfect. No, this is good. This is good. This is what I needed to hear. All right. No matter what, I will make sure that you two are safe. His hands on your shoulders and just grips you real hard. I promise. I will not lose control. And I have my knives and a gun or two, so that's something. Yeah.
Darling, There will be a handful of vampires between you and danger. Use them. I plan to.
And if you do need to use
Bet.
your form, if that has to come up, make sure you have some kind of exit strategy. Just in case, after the fact, things go belly up.
Standing behind Max, he's like, definitely don't do that.
I'm getting mixed signals, and I really
No,
need
I'm
some
with
solid
Max.
advice on this.
Do what he said.
I
Are you using reverse psychology on me? Because when you say that, I automatically don't want to do what he says.
wow. It's
Out
that
of
easy, huh?
principle.
It's that easy, huh? Hey,
I am fighting.
I care about your safety at most, okay?
Yes, almost to a fault.
Yes. Agreed. We don't know what bridges are going to come up in this battle. We don't know what's going to happen in this fight.
You didn't say there'd be bridges.
It's a metaphor. Damn it. You know that. Stop acting like this. We are heading into a fire.
How this fire?
Yes. I mean, there'll be literal grenades.
The
so
grenades will cause fire.
The grenades will probably maybe
Hit something. Gas
hit
lines,
some.
maybe.
No, too far.
Yeah.
We're too far for gas.
All right.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but every time I get near a fire, I hurt. I don't even have to be touching it, and I hurt. So I'm going to try not to be near the fire,
That's a good idea. That's a solid plan.
and I will try to keep myself in one whole thorny piece, unless either of you are in danger or I am about to die.
As this is
And
being
that's going to get
said,
horrid. Who knows?
you all start hearing from outside.
It's not picking up.
Damn it!
I
so good at
respect
the
I respect your attempt.
I'm so good at the crow call.
Try again.
you
Yeah,
all
get real
start-
close to your mic.
Yeah, I want to be a part of this. No.
Nope.
Your mic's like, that's not it.
That's not it. Try to cheat. Cut it.
That's a shame. It's a damn
It's
shame.
a damn shame. It's a damn
I've
shame.
made friends with the crows in my backyard because of
Your,
this.
your,
I believe
your
you,
linguistic
Dylan.
your
I
linguistics
believe-
is too powerful for Discord. You're actually
Um,
speaking their language, and it's like can't. That's bourgeoisie. That's bourgeoisie talk. We can't do that.
Bourgeoisie talk.
So you guys start hearing the crows start giving the alarm. With that, we're going to take a quick 10-minute break,
Ooh.
and then the battle begins.
So
Let's
Max,
go.
So
You
we will
speak
see
crow.
you all in 10
Are we in
minutes.
danger? Or...
Yes.
Be ready.
Bleh.
And we are back. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're a bunch of vampires who are about to fight some angry alligators. If you've been with us since the beginning, thanks for sticking around. Shit's gonna get weird. All right. So, we just heard the crows giving off the alarm. Everyone in the room stops talking. It gets dead silent. You can feel instantly the fog of war has taken hold of the whole room around you. Tension is thick. You would need to slosh through it if it was physically manifested there. The only person who says anything is Angelo. And he speaks to the entirety of the group that's there in this third floor amphitheater. His voice, soft but commanding. You can hear the authority behind it. It's not just Angelo speaking. This is the sheriff now speaking to all the kindred who are there, fighting for their lives, fighting for New Orleans. And he simply says, do not bite them. Fight with the tools that we have. Fight with the weapons you have been given. I'm warning you, from experience, I almost died to these things. Don't bite it. We outnumber them. At least 4-1. We are quicker. We are more agile. We are smarter. If we keep our heads in the game, if we stay true to our tenets, if we keep our minds about us, if we keep our friends close, we will see the end of this night together. Do not try to be a hero. You will all have your glory tonight. You will all be honored in this fight. Now, pick up arms. It's time to fucking make some gator meat. And he just starts heading out with Charles right behind him, and the rest of the gang growl close in tow.
Look at both.
So,
Look at both Aubrey and Thorn. Hands on each of your shoulders. We're gonna meet up in the middle. We're gonna make sure we get out of this. All right? We got this. We have been through too much hell. Too much to let this kill us. And I mean, if you don't believe in them, believe me. Let that carry you in this.
we'll meet in the middle.
Meet
Aubrey,
in the middle.
we'll meet. Good. Good.
Ah,
Come here. I'm just gonna put all our heads together. Y'all got this. I got this. All right?
The hounds.
And if I can give them some kind of advantage, with the leadership skill, I don't know what the fuck.
That's a very good question. I'm not sure if you can, but let's take a quick look.
Like a rally or like a boost or buff, because
I think that has to be like situational at the time. But let's leadership, page 165.
Mm-hmm. Like leadership and composure or leadership and charisma. I don't know.
To lead a crowd, command a detachment. Boost the morale of your supporters. Do a riot.
I mean, that all sounds like
Yeah.
what this
You're
is.
gonna boost my morale?
Yeah, boost your morale. Gonna boost that morale, girl. Gonna get a booster seat. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really say that it does anything, but circumstantially, I can make things happen. That's fine. just for
Yeah,
the fun of it, we can make things.
DIY it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Cook.
As you guys take your foreheads off of each other, the hounds come rushing past you, and you see them almost like Naruto running, like through the entryway and just like jumping out the windows. The only other person who's left in the room is Megan. Megan stands at the table looking at the map, and she's not moving.
You providing support?
You see her just move a little bit, and then she turns, and you see a crooked smile on her face and a single crimson tear. And she says, "I'm so sorry. I've never been so scared in my life. Even being embraced wasn't this terrifying. I've killed before. Yes, humans, plenty. I have taken at most 2 kindred when necessary. This is on a scale that I am not familiar or comfortable with, and I am having very strong doubts about myself and my abilities and what I can do here besides having a good brain, and that's about it."
Hey. And I'm going to walk over to her, put a hand, Max Special, hands on shoulders. That is exactly what you use. How many books have you read about strategy and stories of how small heroes took down giants? How much support can you think of? Strategies you can think of, alignments. And push comes to shove, I'm sure that beast in you would happily love to take some brain space from you. Anxiety makes sense. Fear makes sense. Those keep you alive. That adrenaline's going to rush. Might slow things down, might speed some things up. You are the master of your own mind. Use your weapon. And after this, we're going to have a talk about some books in the library. And that will be your battleground, because I will be confused as hell.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be scared. It is okay. You are not a coward for being scared. You are smart. And I want to see you use those smarts in several different ways. Because I know you can. Tap them on the shoulder. Got this.
She goes, "Right, yeah, okay, sure." And she
Megan.
grabs the handgun from the table and the dagger with her other hand. "Yeah, okay. All right, let's like Angelo says, let's go make some gator meat."
If it helps, come find one of us. Stand beside one of us. I recommend Max. stand behind him. Just have his back. And remember just to... I find going into battle that if you think about those you love and defending them, it could help. You don't have to fight. Watch our backs. Stay with Max.
I will prove myself. I'm not going to be a hero. I'm not going to go looking for my name to be written down in history. I will prove myself to myself. And
Megan,
when time
the
comes
people
to
who
it,
live write the
I will
books.
lean on the power and support of you three and the rest of our community.
Just asking
Thank
you to
you.
survive.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Aubrey says, just survive.
It's not just me you stiffen. I guess you stiffen spines too. Hey, courage is contagious, buddy.
Come on.
Hey, let's go show them how hard we are.
Let's do it. Wait, what?
That's us, a couple of hard men.
God damn it. Come on. That can't be the last joke. We walked out.
All
Going
right.
out alive, coming back the same way.
All right. Where are you guys going? How are you making your entrance onto this battlefield? What exactly is going on?
Is it already underway?
Not yet. The crows are calling. You can hear it starting from further away. Like Tony said, there's a 5-mile radius on where the crows are. They are because you're still inside the house. You can only hear them cawing from a distance.
I'm gonna.
I think
Go ahead. Go.
I think as Ambrose is walking out of the house, he stops at the threshold and he's holding on to the side of the door, sort of stroking his hand up against it, lovingly, possessively. And he looks up to where the speaker would be. Kessler, are you there?
Yes, Master.
Should anything happen to me, well, I love you, and tell the others that I love them, and I did what I thought was best. Yes? You understand? You know that, don't you? You know that I love you.
Of course.
You are all my finest creation, with such purpose ahead of you. And he's out of the house.
The door starts to slowly close behind you, and you hear Kessler say one last thing. Please come back safely. And then the door closes, and you hear the lock latch over.
He makes his way out in the grounds towards Lady Aisha.
You see her standing in the back of the house, since you're, I'm sure, heading back there right now. And she's finishing up, as she's kneeling on the ground, you see her moving her hands in very specific patterns above the ground, just like barely an inch over the ground, drawing into the ground with the back end of her khopesh on the pommel of it. And then she stands up and looks back at the three of you making your way into the depths of the yard. and you now can hear the symphony of the crows getting louder and louder. And as you look up, you see them circling further out, but it starts to slowly come inward, inward, inward. Max, you can hear the crows saying, "Less than a mile, less than a mile, through the creeks, less than a mile, through the creeks."
Yeah, I'm repeating it out loud, so the middle can know that they're coming. I'm sure Angelo is letting them know on the other end, or any gangrel that has language with animals is. I'm making sure that we're both on both sides so that there's communication for both those teams.
The
And in the
gangrel
middle,
are spread out. They
Yeah.
have placed themselves within every group, so they are not grouped up as a pack as they typically are. They
Yeah.
know that their strength will be best used spread out at this moment. So
perfectly. That's
in
perfect.
that they are scattered throughout. The Ventrue have taken up their the same idea, and they have spread themselves out accordingly. Behind you, if you guys are looking at the windows, you see six long muzzles sticking out of windows, facing the woods. And looking at Angelo, you see him in a way that you've never seen him before. His ears are pointed with fur reaching backwards. His mouth has turned into a muzzle, where his upper canines are hanging over the jawline. And when he opens his mouth, you see the lower bicuspids are now looking like canines as well, going upwards. He has yellow eyes with a very pinpricks of pupils. He is very focused on what's happening. His brow is just furrowed up, and you can see his hands are clenching an invisible ball. As you can see, his claws are just out and ready to do some damage. And you hear him growl, "Revenge will be sweet this night."
And I think in that instance, in hearing that, Max is going to take a little trip inside the brain space and talk to their beast. And it's just going to be like, we're going to need a repeat of that library. Maybe even a little bit better. Think you can handle that?
You don't actually see the beast this time. You feel it. And it is a encompassing power that not only takes over Angelo, but you can feel it trying to pull itself into you and rise your beast as well.
Oh, Max Foley lets it go. Lets that tide wash in.
Mm-hmm. So please explain what happens to you as you let your beast take over.
You see the his form, his build starts to swell. You see, he's rolling up his sleeves, as he's doing so, black, silver, and orange hairs start to grow on his forearms, and along his neckline, as like stripes of hair and fur start to build on the back of his neck. His hands do start to grow in strength and wider and larger as he also begins to grow claws. Grow claws of immense size and sharpness. His eyes do glow and grow into that feline gold and black. And he gains like a few inches in height, and he starts to like kind of lurch forward as his back muscles kind of expand and grow, and he's ready to like pounce and charge as he stands close-ish to the prince, who's I'm guessing nearby.
Yeah, there's like the backyard is splattered with a multitude of vegetation, large rocks, trees, and she's just standing with her back against one, the closest one to the house, just has her back up against it, and she has a very stone cold look about her. She's not even. It looks almost as if she's catatonic.
Mm-hmm.
She's just physically there. It doesn't look like she's there.
Yes, yeah.
There's a million-mile stare in her eyes, and there's no emotion whatsoever on her face. When you come up alongside her and Angelo takes the other side, she says nothing. She reacts not at all in any way that someone who would in the event that what's about to happen. Angelo then looks over and sees Aubrey. Comes to your side, Aubrey. Puts his arm around your shoulder and starts walking you over to the printer spot. And he whispers in his guttural voice right now, whatever qualms I may have about you mean fuck all right now. You and I are brothers in war. You and I are strategically important, not just for the first move, but for the entirety of this. I have every ounce of respect for you. We will make it through, and I will be sure to have your defense at my front of my mind. I will not let harm come to the friends of my son.
Angelo, I'm not going to die for the fucking Camarilla. One of the prince. That would go against everything I believe. Because I have and will always believe in making the other guy die. First.
Then let's make it happen. And he leads you over to the hidden spot. He crouches down. You see him getting low, arching his back and his elbows backward, like a wolf that's about to pounce on an unsuspecting prey. His feet digging into the earth behind him. You go directly after me.
Give them hell.
Hell is too
Hit them
kind
so
for what I have planned.
Hit them so fucking hard that they don't ever come back into my friend's city. Make them regret the day that they ever stood ground against us. They won't ever want to fight like this again. Let them write this in their history books of the day they made the mistake of coming into the heart of New Orleans.
They will fear putting this in their history books for what we were going to do.
They'll speak of this in whispers. They will not want to remember this night. This will be the thing they tell their children. Don't mess with the vampires, because we were the things they should have never awoken.
This is the Aubrey that I like. This is the one that needs to be around more often.
Live through this fight and you might see a lot more of him. Don't let this be the end of your story.
This Aubrey has much more reach than the other one does. Keep him around. Lady Aisha swings her Khopesh out to the side at a 90-degree angle and just starts walking towards Thorn. Right now, Robin's not playing the game. She's watching the game. She's enjoying everything that's going on right now. She's just
I have my elote and my mangonada. Honey, okay, I'm back in it. A good show. Guys, what a show.
She comes slowly walking towards you. A face of jubilation spread across her ear-to-ear grin. Her eyes wide with excitement. As she gets within 3 feet of you, she puts the Khopesh across her chest, slight nod at you, and says, "Today, we are equals. We share this battlefield. We will spill blood together. This is important. Do not fear. Though I may not show it in the conventional ways. The conversation that your friend Aubrey gave to me about home made me realize something. I care for the kindred of New Orleans more than I had realized. My undead heart is in this battle. You are part of that beating, Thorn, which makes you resonate through me. You are important. I believe in you. I trust you. Now let this evening begin, and let us dance in the rain of blood that we shall spew from our enemies.
We are the only side.
There's a confidence in Thorn where he's standing straight or looking at Lady Aisha, and as she says this, he bows even lower to her, stays there, and lifts his head just to meet her eyes, remaining bowed. Then we are equals here. I shall defend you. I love Max and Aubrey. This is Max's city, and you are part of it. And I will defend you as I defend Max and Aubrey and New Orleans. Use me as your sword, or as however you will.
She gets down on one knee, places the Khopesh gently on the ground in front of her, removes the clackers from their attached rope, removes the rope from her belt, and then hikes up her dress so that it's just above the knee height, and then starts tying it around her so that she is more loose, she is more agile, she's more free to move around. She pulls her sleeves up and starts tying them over her shoulders. As you're looking at her, you can see her arms lean but strong muscle. You also notice that there are scars all over her legs and her forearms. The scars are tally marks. She picks up her Khopesh once more and says, I plan on adding a few more tonight. Let's make it happen. And she grabs you and starts dragging you over to the pincer point. Can't hear you.
I've been dragged willingly.
The crows are now just a giant cloud above. They're not making any sound anymore. All you hear are hundreds of wings fluttering above you. Everything else is dead silent. Even the wind is holding its breath at what's about to happen in this yard. One by one, the crows slowly descend into the treetops, all around the yard, and further back into the swamplands. This is when you see the second prince walking forward. She's making her way across the empty space that is the backyard, closer towards the tree line. She's walking slowly, with determination, with pride. About 50 feet away from the closest tree line, she stops, outstretches her arms, and you hear her just hiss into the nothingness that is out there. Just need to get everything ready in front of me.
Oh, I'm so excited.
A single caw breaks out in the silence. Max, you hear Tony's voice. That caw just simply says, "Now." As soon as that caw happens, you all see an abnormally large boa constrictor come flying out of the brush and coil itself around the other prince as its mouth opens wider than you could think possible, further than a 180 degree, and just snap shut. As soon as it snaps shut, the prince that's staying there dissolves into little motes. And the dust flies away. Angelo and Lady Aisha, at the exact same moment, launch in. Lady Aisha is going to slash with her Khopesh after using her celerity. She will be getting there first, as the boa constrictor is caught off guard, having just realized it is not eating anything and that this was just a ruse. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Angelo comes over. A few beats right behind her. As she strikes down across the back of the boa's head with her Khopesh, leaving a large gash down the length of its neck, he comes and he just drills his claws inward and rakes them out, exposing the countless ribs and exposed flesh within the constrictor. And it takes an additional. Plus that. Okay, it's still up, and it rears its head up into the air, and you just hear it hissing wildly. Aubrey and Thorn, what are you two doing now? Because you are the pincers. You just saw your two comrades attack first. After this monstrous boa constrictor, easily 100 feet long. Probably in girth, it's probably a good school cafeteria table wide.
Excellent. So, as soon as Lady Aisha disappears, because I'm guessing she's running faster than I can possibly see at this point.
Blip.
She's not there anymore, and he's scanning the scene to see where exactly she is. His eyes are towards this giant boa constrictor, and I'm assuming she appears after she stops, so he can see her. What he's going to do is run up the nearest tree, pull out his guns, and having her back starts shooting at the this boa constrictor.
Okay, give me Dex firearms, please.
Yeah. All right. 5 for Dex. 1 for firearms. Right. And 6 successes.
Okay. Thank you. Where are you shooting the boa constrictor? Just in the side of the body, aiming for the head. Where would you like
I'm gonna head. I mean, right, but I'm gonna try to hit between the eyes.
That
The head
would be...
vicinity inside of the, so its mouth is closed, right?
Yes. And then it reared its head up,
Okay.
screaming into the night air.
Oh, great! Right where its neck is. Just
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. Aubrey.
I'm going to try to draw the snake right by rattling off a series of shots with my revolver, with my heavy guns given to me by the prince.
All right. Same thing. Dex melee, please.
One critical success, 4 regular successes, and 1 miss. 1.
Okay. Okay.
It's just gonna kick it out, and as they extinguish each bullet, you just see down the barrel of the gun these silver-tipped bullets kicking out,
All right.
cranking off shots.
And where are you shooting?
I'm aiming. I'm painting the side of the head as it goes up. I'm looking for the big, heavy target that is its head, and I'm trying to just make surface shots to draw it. Anything that gets close to the eyes, face. Trying to get that big, bright clack of double, loud and obnoxious, and then he's going to fall behind a tree and put the tree between him and it.
Okay. All right. The constrictor makes one last cry out into the air, as Lady Aisha falls from above and starts riding in a spiral around it, dragging the Khopesh behind her, lacing open as she trails down. And the constrictor lays prone.
Amazing.
As that happens, the rest of the tree line comes to life. As 6 large creatures come charging outward. You see a giant crocodile standing on 2 legs, charging forward, 9 feet tall. Powerful muscles, long tail behind it. It's a full crocodile head on a humanoid body. Scales everywhere, but moving in a way that you've never seen anything that you can comprehend. Behind it comes leaping an enormous frog. The frog is taking 20-foot jumps. It came over the trees and boom, lands in front. And you see its giant eyes just darting back and forth, looking and trying to survey the area, trying to find its first meal of the night. 2 velociraptors come charging out from the side. And they do a crisscross pattern as they're running forward. And they are charging straight at the house. A lumbering snapping turtle pushes trees aside as it pushes its way through. The spikes on its back covered with leaves that it's just knocked down from the tree above. And from further in the brush, you all hear a sound that brings you back to the late 90s. A sound that was talked about to this day. In cinematic lore, there is only one sound that can replicate this.
Sharknado?
No. No.
The sound of a T-Rex making its haunting call.
Yep.
As soon as everything starts busting its way through, the 6 window snipers start taking shots, and all around you, you hear the Ventrue are taking their shots. The Gangrel are starting their charge. The snipers in the house are all launching their attack. The crows take flight once again. They don't spread out. They start to make a very tight cloud over the snapping turtle, a good 20 feet above, spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. And then you hear the first explosion as a grenade drops on its back, followed by a second. Several moments later, shrapnel is being launched off in different directions. Max, you are by the prince's side. What are you doing as you see her slowly begin to gain consciousness again in her looks?
Fucking dinosaurs! We're dealing with dinosaurs!
This,
Oh,
my friend,
man.
is the Macaulay. They are ancient. They are from the
my
dinosaur era.
God. Who seems to be is the T-Rex in the center? Is the T-Rex
You don't see the T-Rex. You heard it.
I heard it. Okay.
Everyone
Ooh,
heard
buddy.
it. You haven't seen it.
Guy, love that. Love it. Love it. I've seen them coming back to consciousness and trying to keep a strategic mind, but being in this form, early stages of protein, I believe is right.
Yep.
As early like protein kind of like beast form. Max in his gruff voice, is just like, I'm not sure if you heard that, but we may have to deal with that first. Or we can pick off the little ones and then all band together for that last one. Your call, Prince.
And she smiles at you and goes, "Don't forget, I'm the bait." And she steps out from behind the tree with a smile on her face that says more than just how ready she is for what's about to happen. She clearly has something planned.
Mm-hmm.
As you watch her step out and start walking forward, you notice something changes about her. She's there. This is the prince. This is the true prince. But she's not completely there. Her feet, with each step, start to disappear. Her long flowing gown becomes translucent, as does the rest of her body. Just enough, it's opaque enough to be seen and to know who it is. But then there's something about it where you say, in your mind you go, this is what you're taught a ghost looks like. This is what children think of when they hear ghost. Your prince is now walking alone towards the two charging raptors. What are you doing?
I mean, I know they're the prince, but 2-on-1, come on, guys. We can do better than that. And hey, last time I fought a big ass turtle. How big are the raptors? Are they about the size of us, or are they bigger or smaller even?
They're Jurassic Park size raptor. They're a typical raptor.
Cool. I'm going to intercept one. And then, hey, you remember in King Kong where the titular character grabbed the monster by the jawline and then proceeded to pull and pull and pull?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do the same.
Beautiful. Okay.
So I'm going to grapple this thing first.
First we do a grapple check, and you get your bonus because you have the proficiency in that.
Yep. Listen to all those dice.
Listen to all that. That's a lot of joy right there.
Listen to this.
Okay, so it's gonna have to do against you.
That's an extra die too. That's an extra die, so I'm gonna roll that.
It is.
Baby, let's go.
It's most
Oh
likely.
my god.
There's not a single failure on my die, just letting you know.
I'm not gonna bother rolling for it then. All right, so that's that. So now it's gonna be a.
Would you like to know the number?
Of course, I want to know it. Are you kidding me?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Successes.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
That must.
It's like it's my specialty. Yeah, it's like this is my specialty. It's like it's my specialty or something. And it's just like a football tackle. Just like they think they're gonna intercept with one another to attack the prince, but one just gets clotheslined, and then in the tussle just grabs, just like stomps on the upper half of the drop. A trigger warning. Stomps on the roof of the jawline, and then takes the bottom half and just pulls.
We're gonna
upwards.
need to do a. Oh no, my dice.
Oh, no.
1 second.
Yeah, they have to fight back. I know. I was so excited. I'm like, let me just give me
Does
this.
content water not work?
Give me your bottom half of your mouth. Give it this. Come on.
Yeah, so it's going to be a strength melee for you versus their strength and survival because they know that this is going to either be it or nothing.
Strength melee.
I don't know why the content warning is not coming up.
One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
All right, well, that's not showing up, so I'm just going to
Oh no!
forget it.
Trigger warning, content warning. We're about to get some bloody. We're about to get descriptive.
Okay. I'm sorry, what did you roll on that,
Graphic.
please?
I rolled 8. 8 successes.
And that is their strength versus their
Survival, you said.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. All right, go for it. How you doing it?
he just stopped. Like I said, he stomps on the roof of their mouth as it like railing around. Then he just grabs the jaw with one hand and then just tugs, and then tugs again, and then just like it's like veins, and he just and just pulls until it all comes with him.
You hear the jaw starting to snap at the bone, the lock, as you feel the teeth being pried, the jaw being pried open, and then that ball and socket just pops out. But as you continue, if you've ever heard... All right, how do I say this properly?
I imagine it's like a slaw, like a...
The sound of a wet washcloth being dragged over pebbles is what you hear as the leathery scaled skin starts to rip apart, and the sinew just like tries to hold on for goodness sake as it comes apart, and you just hear and it's just flops, and that one is down. The second raptor.
How's the second raptor?
The second raptor is charging straight at the prince, coming right for her, and it leaps. It needs to do an attack leap because that is a thing that is with.
Doing that sound effect made my mouth tingle. Ooh. Yeah, my tongue feels weird.
Okay. You watch as it launches itself forward. Its hind legs, talons reaching outward, ready to strike into the meat of the prince. Its little forearms open wide, its mouth wide open, teeth bared, ready to chomp down, as it just passes right through her, and she continues to walk. It lands about 10 feet away from you, to your side. Okay. Now, the rest of this... 1, 2, 3, 4. That, and these ones are getting shot. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Okay. As you're all looking around to survey what the hell is going on and where to go next, you're seeing little skirmishes of the remaining kindred. Some of the gangrel are going hand-to-hand combat because that is what they do, while the Ventrue are taking their time and being long range, taking their shots off. The giant gator has a gangrel in its arms. It's holding on to its both arms. It's about to wishbone it. Let's just make sure that does happen. Oh, okay, that one definitely does happen. while the frog has leapt at a Ventrue and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Has latched its tongue at it in midair and is pulling it towards him as he comes down. The snapping turtle is hurting and confused. It was not expecting to be obliterated from above, as its shell is being exposed to the raw meat underneath it. It's being blasted open. Its spine is visible. The back of its lungs can be seen through the ribs. The shell is being quite literally destroyed from the outside with every grenade that is being dropped. The mix of the sounds around you are gunshots, screams of the kindred, hisses of the other kindred, roars from the Mokole, the cawing of the crows, and the exploding of the grenades. You see Lady Aisha dash off, almost like you see in Dragon Ball, where they appear, disappear in different spots, making attacks. You see her Khopesh, the only light in the darkness around you. You see flashes here, flashes there, striking quick, striking precise, making attacks that should fell anyone, but in the speed, strength is forfeited. These are strikes to slow and to disarm. You see Angelo running towards a snapping turtle. That turtle is marked for death in his mind. He has a bone or two to pick with snapping turtles. As a final blast of the grenades explodes on the back, you see the crows disperse and Angelo leap up into a tree and then swan dive as he puts his claws forward and dives into the back of the snapping turtle. Aubrey, what are you doing?
No, I was watching Angela. I think the first thing Aubrey wants to do is he's surveying where all of his friends are on the battlefield. And how close is that frog to us?
To you, the frog is about 15 to 20 feet away from you.
I think it's time to draw the frog off center.
Okay, how do you plan on doing that?
I want to get in front of the
As
frog.
it is eating one of the Ventrue. You see a leg just sticking out the side of its mouth.
Is this something I can get his focus on? If I attempt to dominate, do I believe that will
You
be
absolutely
possible?
believe that. Yes, you 100% believe that your dominate works on all manners of creatures.
Oh, then I definitely want to try it. What I want to do is I want to get in front of him and I want to maintain his vision while he's in this moment of ecstasy and joy of enjoying his meal. And there's a sense of overwhelming calm as he's having this triumphant victory over this Ventrue. I want to connect with him and I want to remind him as I use Forgetful Mind. I want to purge his memories and remind him just how many of these meetings he's been to. And how the plan was always to turn on his own.
Okay, so which you're using?
Forgetful Mind, it's
Okay.
Manipulation Dominate versus Intelligence Resolve.
Thank you. So first give me a rouse check.
That's just my hunger dice, right?
Yep.
Just the one.
Ugh.
So intelligence.
Just a normal
and
success.
resolve. Okay, good. All right, so it definitely works. You don't get hungrier. Okay, and it's intelligence resolve. Okay, go for it. Okay, it got
That
4
is
successes.
6 successes.
Okay, you definitely you get it.
I want to look into his eyes and I want to be like, don't you remember? This was your moment. Now, spit that toy out and get to work like we've planned. And it's going to be a series of memories of him just standing at a table. Like, this exact vision around him is exactly the moment, the pincer plan, the formation, and this is the moment that he was going to buy us time with his friend, whatever that was out there in the forest.
You see the frog's eyes dilate and go back in and out. Like the size of the frog's eyes are like this.
Giant but adorable.
So
In a
I'm saying
fearsome-
frog,
I just
but
ate a
it's not a
man-ray.
frog. It is a toad. Like one of those
Aw,
bull
even cooler.
frog, those big large things that just
He's
a
got
normal
lumps.
Size, normal sized bull toad eats mice as its prey. So
This one
you
doesn't eat
now-
mice.
this thing takes a full size person as a snack.
Oh, that's not a way to go.
So it is, you can see it actively fighting this imprinted memory, but then its eyes just go as your dominate takes over and makes it believe, yeah, I am supposed to be helping you guys. It spits out what's left of that one Ventrue. The leg just
Don't say
drops.
what's left.
The leg just drops. And then it turns and launches itself over to the raptor that jumped through the prince.
Or like the floor kicks in.
It launches and it's going to try and smother with its body weight. So we're going to do the jump, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. Okay. With 3 criticals, it launches and it just several hundred pounds of frog of toad just
That's not the way to go.
from 20 feet up just drops on that raptor, and it takes, this is all just bashing still because it's just that. Okay, you hear the screeching of the raptor as it's underneath this large amphibian who's now just standing on top of it, and you can see it's like moving its pawed feet, its webbed feet, as it's trying to make sure that it can keep this thing down and push it deeper into the ground underneath it, almost like making it, as a dragon covets its trove of gold, pushing it down underneath it, just making its spot there and calling
Fat
it a
and
nest.
sassy.
Mm-hmm. What is Ambrose doing in this moment?
Toad beats Yoshi.
Ambrose,
Flawless
go on
victory.
Which one is the one that has the about to wish him hurt?
Say it again, you were breaking out.
You said the word shot.
Which one has the gangrel about to rip apart?
That is the giant gator man.
All right, Ambrose is on top of the tree. He's going to jump until he gets to the tree right above the skater man. And he's going to jump right on top of him, right where his head is. Or his shoulders, rather. To grab his head with his bare hands and using Viscitude, rip it off. Just pulling it off as if it's just clay.
So you have to do the rouse check. And because you're taking because we're in a battle like this, and you're trying to just remove something's head, we're gonna have to do a strength melee on top of the vicissitude. So let's do the rouse check first.
Okay, rouse check. A normal success, and then 1, 2, 3,
Okay, so you can go ahead and do that.
4, 6.
Because vicissitude is for bone molding, but this is you're just trying to physically remove it. So I don't think that let's go with it. Let's see if we can make it work.
I was gonna say, would you? Because you could say
Okay.
you could say it's like it's making the bones weaker, or the muscles weaker, to make the pulling easier.
He's going through.
Right.
Okay, so it's strength melee.
First, let's see if the vicissitude protein actually works for you to make the bones and muscle and cartilage and everything that's there malleable to the point where it can be removed.
And then do the
And then we'll do
the strength melee.
Yes, so let's first do the
Okay.
roll for vicissitude and protein.
Okay.
I love the idea that like doing one but not the other. You just make the person's neck all weak, so it's just like
Comes ragdoll head.
ragdoll. It can't like focus.
3,
Can't like it's
that's
like
5. Okay.
Still nothing you want to get bit by.
Yeah, right.
3 out of 5 successes.
Say again.
3 out of 5 successes.
Okay, so we'll say that you definitely weaken it a good amount. It's still,
All right.
if anyone knows anything about alligators and crocodiles, they have this thing called a death roll where all their muscles are both in their legs and their neck. So
Yep.
now we're going to have to do the
Yep.
strength melee.
Tried to make it so they had a baby
That
neck.
is- all right, that is okay. That's 9. That is 9. Let's see.
And this is going to be for it's going to try and
Okay.
that's just going to be
I got to take a screenshot of this. I got to take a screenshot of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 regular successes. 2 critical successes. 11 successes. Do you guys see that? Do you see what I'm
That's
looking at?
awesome. Good for you, man. All right.
Yes, motherfucker. Sorry.
So fucking cool.
So cool.
Okay,
I hope it
sorry.
doesn't
I've
roll
never.
well.
I don't think I've ever, not in the last game, not in this game, ever had these many successes ever in playing vampire. I don't think I've ever had this many successes.
Let's
I'm sorry,
go.
I'm having a moment. I'm
Let's fucking
screenshotting
go.
this.
Have your moment.
Let's fucking go.
I'm
Screenshot it forever and post it.
I am.
Post it
Hold
to all
on.
the socials.
Oh,
That's fine.
Ah!
I'm very happy for you because it only got 3 successes.
Ooh, oh god. I'm
Oh
so
my
proud.
God.
I have the proudest neck. My neck is the strongest.
Try as you might, mere kindred. I will.
oh, there's my spine.
Is this an out-of-body experience?
Why am I so tall?
I'm gonna
So,
put it
Robin,
in
you
the art
perform a
section.
fatality on this
Brutality.
Macaulay, as you are
Pull a plug.
straddling its shoulders, and you just, and then you like Shakespearean holding
Just
up the
hold
skull
it.
of Yurick, as you
That's right.
and the body just topple to the ground, and the gangrel, still in the hands of the deceased, but it looks up at you like, how the fuck did you do that? Thank you, but how did you do that?
Darling, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be back. There's a fucking velociraptor. Look, and then he just runs off in another direction.
Max, what are you doing? You saw the raptor that went straight through Prince Felicity now has a giant frog sitting on it.
Can I see its head? Can I see its is it like its arms or its head just like out? Or is it fully smothered in?
It should be fully smothered because of the size of this toad.
Yeah, I
But
was just
give me
asking.
1 second. Hold on.
That's what I'm just want to ask you for
Yeah,
clarification.
I'm gonna do
Because
a
I have
high-low.
plans. I have plans for either. It's fine.
I'm gonna do a high-low. 1 to 3, it's covered. 4, 5, 6, it's exposed.
Mm-hmm.
4, okay, its head is exposed.
Gotcha. Just gonna, as it's struggling, just gonna go to the side of it, and then seeing what Ambrose did. I don't have the grace of being able to make it softer, but I'm going to do the same thing as I clamp down on this thing's neck and then just start to walk towards the prince to follow behind them. But I'm just pulling to bring a trophy with me casually.
All right.
And just to satisfy the boy within, because I'm sure he's happy about this turn of events.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just grappling, and then we're pulling with, and hopefully the weight between the weight of the frog and my torque.
Yep.
Just
All right. Strength melee, please.
gotcha. With my specialty in grappling.
I was about to say put that in there because you are trying to technically.
Yeah,
Grab
I'm
onto
pulling
it.
that head off. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes.
It can't do anything, so yeah. It can't attack back, so
Just pulling it, and then when he just sees it, the head and spine come with it, because we're Mortal Kombating this.
Yep.
He looks at it, throws it up in the air, grabs it by the end of the spine, and just starts spinning it.
So as you grab it, you hear that same popping sound and the same ripping, but this time it has it has that additional sound of the vertebrae of the spine being pulled out. So there's a suction behind it. So it's almost like a as you pull it out, and then you have the
spine, and I'm just spinning it like a flail.
exactly.
Velociraptor head attached.
Yep.
And that sadistic beast of a smile.
All right. You all see the snapping turtle rear up, standing up on its hind legs, and you see it just starts clawing at its stomach. While its talons drag marks across its scaled underbelly, you see it then just like reach outwards and plop backwards on its broken shell as the forearm of Angelo bursts through the center, comes back in, and then you see it explode out in different area, and then it just shreds open as he launches himself forward, and you hear him roaring in ecstasy as he's taken out his favored foe of this encounter.
What a fucking man.
Revenge is sweet.
He is covered in gore and carnage. Max, for a split second, you're not sure if it's awe or fear that comes over you when you look at your father for just a hot second, seeing what just happened and how he's reacting and how he's reveling in this moment.
Yeah. And I think in that reveling, I think it is awe, as if they do make eye contact, Max will just present the head like a trophy and roar back, as like it's to show solidarity in this vicissitude of life. So like a predator, like predators showing off their bounties.
Mm-hmm. Lady Aisha appears in front of the toad, who's just sitting there, non-acting, just complacent in battle. Still sitting on its nest of a broken raptor. She digs her hand into the mouth and yanks out the tongue so that's stretching in front of her. Flips her Khopesh in the air, grabs it upside down, and lashes it straight up, cutting the tongue off, and then drops the Khopesh straight down into one of the eyes. And just sinks it all the way in as you all hear a loud.
That was my friend.
Not just the blade goes through, but her hand goes in as well. And the frog, the toad, lays flat. Gunshots are still going off, hitting all the things that have been attacking you all. When the prince raises her hand, and everything goes silent. You all look at the bodies that are on the ground around you, and you see 2 of them are reverting back to human form. Max, in your hand, what once was a raptor spine and head is now a human head and spine. The snapping turtle has turned into a person with a hole, just their entire chest cavity and back is just missing from them. The other creatures do not revert. They stay in this form. The prince then says, "Everyone to me. There's one more foe." The Gangrel, the Ventrue, Angelo, Lady Aisha, and the 3 of you do as you are told. You quickly cover the distance across the yard and stand behind the ghostly image of Prince Felicity. Moments pass. The silence is then broken by the roar once again of the T-Rex, followed by the thudding of its feet as it comes charging. 4 loud footsteps, and you see the head of this creature break through the trees. Crows scatter as it comes barreling towards you all. Yes. 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 Amidst the noise of the roar and the charge, there's another sound coming from behind. And you hear Tony scream, "Something else is coming!" The sound is faint at first, but familiar. The closer it starts getting, the louder it gets. You all recognize the sound of a fan boat. through the swampy backyard, pushing through some of the brush and bramble, you see Marcel driving his fan boat straight across the back line of your yard. At the front of the boat, holding a long shotgun, stands Meemaw. And she screams, "You get your filthy hand off my dick beaters!"
I'll never breathe again. Oh, fuck.
Okay. As the fan boat flies past
Be real.
and just starts making a very wide turn deeper into the forest, and you see the T-Rex making like a tiny twinge, like as it got hit in the side from the shotgun blast, and then turn its head. The focus is now on Marcel's fan boat. What do you guys do?
I gotta get in front of that fan boat, boys.
Oh, we're defending that fan boat.
That fan boat's getting defended. You can't. That fan
Grandma
boat,
is getting defended. Meemaw
Yeah.
is getting defended tonight.
just gonna immediately rush it. I'm gonna rush in to start climbing this thing.
Same.
Okay.
and just trounce this thing, just roaring out in this roughest like to like it's like a rallying call to just gang up on this one being and just start clawing at anything that's loose, anything that gives, and making it give more. And just ripping and tearing and not caring, just knowing that because of friends they made, they got a window of opportunity to take advantage immediately. So, just gonna go. I don't know the weak points of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, just gonna go for the usual spots.
With your rallying cry and your speech beforehand, Ambrose and Thaddeus, you guys are going to, whatever your next roll is, you can negate 2 failures from it.
Oh,
Well.
whale.
Whatever the next
Well,
roll is,
well.
you guys can do that. Same thing goes for Max, because he's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Mm.
We need a rouse check first.
Yep.
Luckily, I didn't fail any roll here. Yippee for me. So that is. That's a lot. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 normal successes and 3 criticals. So that's 2. So 6 plus 2, 8, 10, 12.
So successes become failures, or they're just negated? I mean,
Failures become
become
successes.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put that in, yeah. So wait, Max, what are you doing exactly? You're just striking it?
I'm leading the charge to just start tearing into this thing and just tearing at random, tearing at like
the leg.
I'm going for the leg because Christian loves dinosaurs. Christians dinosaurs beat Christianity. That's how I got out of fucking religion. I fucking saw a dinosaur for the first time. I was like, that's it. That's that in space. I was like, those are the coolest shit ever. So I know that their muscles at their ankles are pretty tight and necessary. So I'm going for those. I'm going for that nice artery, that nice
Walker theory, the Star Wars of it all.
Exactly. Going for that nice like thick vein, that thick muscle vein, and just kind of rip into it like I did the snapping turtle.
You got 12. So
I got 12.
All right. And what is Aubrey? You said you're doing a rouse check.
So what I want to do is he's gonna pull out, Harold, He looks at Maud, and she's got a clip, but Harold's a revolver, 44 Magnum. Kicks out a bullet, and he's gonna run his fang along his tongue and lick the bullet as blood courses over this bullet. He's gonna scorpion venom this thing and kick it in, spin the gun, and drop a shot. As this paralytic venom spirals through the air, just right at the jaw, underneath it. Oh, straight up, no misses. Aiming for that little tiny pea brain that they're said to have.
All right.
Wow.
Ambrose, what are you doing?
Okay, got my rouse check. Good. Once upon a time, Ambrose did a human Pez machine out of somebody's head. He's gonna try to do the same with this thing.
So
I don't know if it'll happen, but
here's the difference between what you were up against last time. The first one was a human. You're going up against a T-Rex. You can't even get your hands around.
There's a lot of
neck.
throat.
It is.
we're gonna see if I could put my hands inside of his eye sockets. Just drag that shit all the way back.
Okay, we're gonna have you climb
Just getting
up
rid
it
of his
first,
eyesight.
though. So you're gonna have to try and climb up the T-Rex.
I'm gonna climb the dragon. The dragon's gonna climb the dragon.
Climb the dragon.
Climb that dragon.
I'm gonna climb the dragon.
I would like to climb the dragon.
Please give me a dexterity and athletics.
If this is their next roll, does that mean that any failures
All
become successes?
failures.
All failures.
They all
okay.
become they,
How
they all
many
become
dice were
successes,
there?
don't they?
They all become successes. How many dice were there?
There was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay,
So it's 7
those are
successes.
successes. Yeah. All right. So you're able to
Remember,
Failures?
all failures. Remember, because of my check, all failures become successes for this round.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank you, God.
you're able to.
Oh, God.
This is your action and your move for this round. You are able to get up and climb onto the T-Rex. Next round, you're
Yeah,
able to try
With
and do
his
that.
knives just digging into his flesh as he's trying to climb up this thing. And he's enjoying himself. Ambrose is laughing hysterically, madly. He is enjoying every moment
Who
of
wouldn't
getting
be?
his hands on an actual dragon. And his knives are digging in. It's kind of like an Errol Flynn moment, except going, instead of going down the thing, he's going up it.
Love that.
It's the T-Rex's turn.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's not everyone else's turn. It's not this jumping moment. It's just everyone's just jumping in at once.
Everyone's trying to jump in.
Gotcha.
Trying.
That T-Rex is getting jumped.
After being shot and then being clawed at the ankle and then being climbed, it's going to 1, 2, 3. I'm just grabbing dice. What am I doing? Let me look at what I'm trying to do first.
I'm just grabbing dice.
I'm just gonna hurt somebody.
I'm just hurting you guys.
I realized I was like, I'm just rolling shit. I'm not even looking at what I'm doing. Let me just first figure this
I'm
out.
not even looking at numbers of dice. I'm just rolling them.
Okay, so
At this point,
I love that so much. Just rolling them.
Valid.
That's a
fucking-
very valid point.
using the tail whip, so that's going to be the strength. It's going to be the plus. In this form is a +5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, that could have been very bad.
Could be.
Still bad. 2, 4, 7 plus 5 is 12. All right. For the rest of the group, we're going to say that 4, 2 Ventrue, 2 Gangrel, get up in distance, and they're about to make their attack on the T-Rex as it snaps around and its tail comes raking across and just smashes into 4 of them, dealing them 12 damage each, which is going to render the Ventrue, those 2 Ventrue are dead.
Jeez.
And the 2 Gangrel are at death's door. Next, it's going to thrash its head using strength and brawl to get Ambrose off. You're gonna have to do a athletics and strength check for me. Your
All right.
failures are now failures this round.
Yep. Damn. Out of 7 dice, I only have 3 successes.
You get flung off as it launches its head, and you go flying, cartwheeling through the air into one of the nearby trees.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then it's going to
Yeah.
You know how like Puss in Boots like does the little
the
cartwheel?
cartwheel.
Max.
This nice hard
Yo.
tree broke my landing.
Guys, I stuck the landing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It rolled 9 to stomp on you, to stop you from. So please give me. What the hell are we gonna do for this one?
What are we doing for this one? Is it
'Cause
Dex?
There is no crossover for Bacole into Vampire 5th Edition, so I'm
Right.
doing a lot of this with the old rules and trying to figure it out.
Are you trying to figure out the damage in total, or
I'm trying to see
dodge
how
it?
you can soak and not die.
I mean, I can. I have an ability that lets me soak aggravated damage.
Good. Let's do that. Was that
So-
Protean?
That is what's it called? It's called Defy Bane.
Defy
I can-
Oh!
The user can convert a number of aggravated damage equal to their fortitude into make it into superficial.
Okay. So that was 9. So we'll go like that. All right. Take. Let's see. 1 second. I need to confirm something.
Because this power converts a number of damage per scene, not per wound or per attack. So I can do this. I have to do a rouse check, which I will do, but I can do it.
So I
this
gotta
one instead. I
So-
succeeded.
That is 9 superficial damage then.
Cool, Jesus. Woo!
Okay.
Take another one of those, baby.
Baby. Okay, so it took the damage from that. It took the damage from that. It took the damage from that. Okay.
And that's just lines across 9 boxes, right?
Just
Not
one. line, yeah.
X's.
No,
Just one.
no,
Okay.
X is aggravated. Superficial is 1 slash.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay. Okay, and that is all it's going to do. And then, let's see. Lady Aisha is going to come out of nowhere. And she's going to... Wow. She's not going to do shit.
Oh no!
Out of 9, I got 1 success.
Oof.
Out of 9.
What is this?
She misses the
they got-
dinosaur.
They got distracted by watching Ambrose fly in the air.
She went, no.
my
My partner, no.
no, my real charge. my true target.
She misses. Angelo is going to then go. Angelo, where's Angelo? Bum, 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 down right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, take out these 2. Oh no. And that's better. Angelo comes forward and he's just comes to the exact same spot that Max was attacking on the leg, and he does a coup d'etat where he once again just slices his hand, his nails and his claws into the spot, grabs onto what he can, and just starts ripping it out.
Mm.
The T-Rex is faltering a bit. It's not down.
Mm.
And then the prince is going to use her powers.
Powers.
Alright, let's see. And she is going to... Which one did I have? Where did it go? Okay. Rouse check. Oh, interesting. Okay. Strength plus blood sorcery versus stamina and occult. Well, they don't have that. Okay. All right. Strength for prince is that. Blood sorcery is that. Okay. Versus T-Rex. Stamina. That's fully maxed out. Fortitude. Okay. Fortitude. Yeah, it's got fortitude. Alright, so this is first roll. Ooh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Versus 1, 2, 3, 4. That's beautiful. Okay. The prince gets up to the damaged leg, and you see her just lean her neck back and tilt at an angle as you hear her almost like compiling phlegm in her throat. It's just... and she spits into the open wound. Anyone who's in the area can see that the spit that this came out is pure black. Just jet black launched into the wound. The blood that's coming out of the T-Rex's leg absorbs the blackness, and you see it go inward to the body. Just a moment, please. Haha! Okay. Okay. It takes... Oh, that's all it needed. The beast rears back at you all, and you see hatred in its eyes as it's looking at all the kindred on the ground below it. It lurches forward one step, and then you can see it stop, quizzical, trying to figure out what's happening, pulling its head back a little bit, shaking, looking loopy almost, drugged, swaying back and forth, trying to catch its balance. And then it just regurgitates a slop of blood and then falls face first into the ground in front of you. You hear its breath coming in very shallow and ragged and quick, and then it starts to shudder convulse, and then die. The prince is in corporeal form again, completely physically there. She walks closer to the fallen beast, puts her foot on its snout, looks at you all, and simply whispers, "We live another night."
Yes. Yes.
Let's go.
With that,
My heart can't take
we're
anymore.
going to end tonight's episode right there at the end of the battle.
Wow.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This was a fun little
Little.
Oh.
war. um, thank you for joining us. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was some stuff that most of that was homebrewed, so I hope that you enjoyed what you saw. It was a lot of fun. Let's just go ahead and do our exits. Thaddeus, you want to start us off, sir?
I'm Aubrey Valentine. We live to see another night. Thank you for joining us.
Robin?
Been Ambrose Windsor flung into a jeep. And we live. This was a great episode,
You
guys.
survived.
We live.
We survived.
Christian?
Hey, everybody, we won. We did the thing. We won. We actually won a battle. We won a battle. We won a fight. We succeeded. Talking Jesus, T-Rexes and Velociraptors, man. Good Lord. Oh my God. But hey, always have crows on your side. Hey, everybody, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, all over the internet. So I'm a TTRPG performer, an educator here in the space, and I have been Maximilian Washington, the dinosaur killer.
Dinosaur Slayer.
Turok ain't got nothing on me.
Turok ain't got nothing on me.
And I'm your storyteller, Dylan. Thank you so very much for joining us. It has been quite an enjoyable evening. Whoosha Kid's online. We're gonna go raid him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, my boy.
So please take
Oh,
over. Just a
who's
moment.
Who's kid? He's my friend AJ.
1 second. Just gotta put this over here. Fwing. 1 second. We're getting the raid set up. Raid. Underscore AID. Boom. Thank you, everybody. We hope you had a fantastic evening. Please join us next week. You can find me across the interwebs. Roll for Dylan. And without any further ado, let's go say hi to AJ. Good night, everybody.
a blah?
Bleh.